here's a good bright opening to our show. The Mitcham Big Band. They're from the Mitcham High School and I haven't heard a big band on a Sunday since the Salvation Army went to guitars and solo tambourine. I haven't heard a big band on a Sunday since the Salvation Army went to guitars and solo tambourines. Have you, Tim?
No, other than the Johnny Hawker Big Band. That's the only one I know.
Great to hear them. As I said, the ages between 13 and 17 years of age, and I think when they were with us in 1972, they were known then as the Mitcham High School Swing Band. They're known now as the Mitcham Big Band. All students from the high school?
Yeah.
Yeah. How much? You must do a lot of practice together. How much?
Oh, once a week.
Wednesday night.
For how long?
An hour and a half, most.
Well, that's a great effort. I'm sure Tim will agree.
Huh? Yes, I will. No, I was only kidding. I'm happy to find out it was a band because I thought it was a raid when you first walked in, but I think it's terrific to see young kids, again, getting interested in music other than, just staying with the guitars and learning instruments. And I think for your ages, 13 to 17, to play that well, when I first looked and I thought, oh, here's a high school band, and they're going to play like a high school band, but you don't. Gee, you're very accomplished. I think this is probably a credit to your bandmaster or whoever's done the work with you. But you knocked me out, and you struck it good because I love a big band sound, and I think you were terrific. And I hope you don't have too much trouble moving back in here for the final, because I gave you 44. I think you're great.
44. I've got to ask you, Tim mentioned your bandmaster. Who is your conductor? Your teacher?
No, Mr. David Hillman. Oh, he teaches woodwind in the schools.
Mm-hmm.
The brass is taught by other teachers.
Yeah.
Great job.
Oh, so it's a all sort of together thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but who's the boss? I mean, if all of a sudden there was a raid, as Tim mentioned, and you had to find the leader, who would be the bloke who'd be speaking up on behalf of the group? Hard to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's Peter.
Thank you, Bert.
Oh, there he is. There, no, if he's shot on camera, he must be the boss. Lovely lighting too. Here's Peter to talk about the gang.
Well, I found the same as Tim that it was just such a tremendous impact that you made initially. And you carried that all the way through. I loved it. It was very dynamic, big and bold, and brassy sound. And I think it really is a credit to you all that in days of musical skills or lack of them, that you're all acquiring them and doing it all together. I think that's a fantastic thing. It was a very tight piece of playing. Would have loved to have seen you do it without sheet music. Probably not all that easy with once-a-week rehearsals and so forth, but just perhaps for our TV show.
Must have done more than just apply for an exit permit, even given the Soviet system, to rate exile in Siberia. What did she do?
Well, she probably incurred the wrath of the KGB.
Faces 77 series final. And now, here's Bert.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Good evening. And welcome to Safeway New Faces, our last final for the evening. For the year. And for the evening too. It's good to have you with us. We've had a tremendous year on Safeway New Faces, talent-wise. We hope that you've had the chance of watching the show a little bit over the year, because we've been very proud of the talent we've been able to bring you, including the talent of our judges. Have a look at our three wise monkeys for this. Now, where else in Australia could you find three finer judges? If you can, would you please let us know here at Channel 9, 22 Bendigo Street. Rod Lieutenant, welcome to Rod, who's been a stalwart right throughout the year. Beside him is a man who needs no introduction, so I shan't give him one. Tim Evans. There's Tim. And down the end of the line, a man who has been associated with the benefit of talent for over 40 years. From 3UZ, John McMahon. John is the compere of Safeway Radio Auditions, which is the longest-running radio program in the world, which is quite an achievement, John.
Yes, but it is.
And
ages me considerably.
And he's been there right from the very first episode. He's telling people around town now that he didn't actually start the program. He came in about 5. Don't you believe him? He was there for the very first show.
You're quite right, I was.
Yeah. What year was it, John?
1940.
Oh, well, it wasn't quite 40 years, but who cares with a couple of years among friends?
37, that's long enough, isn't it?
Well, it seems like 40, doesn't it? Good to have you with us. Hope you're going to enjoy the show. We have got a couple of groups for you to see this evening. We've got a lot of groups who have given our producer, John Proper, not headaches, as it were, but just a few sleepless nights, because, as you would... Well, have a look at the first act. It is bigger than Ben-Hur. It's the Mitcham Big Band. They're a swing band, and they, in Heat 6, were equal with 86 points, winners of that heat. The Mitcham Big Band, I think you'll love them with Big Spender. Here they are.